And we're back for another episode. In this episode I'm going to be doing the level 50 Summoner quest. And as always, hello from Mithrie. So I very recently finished my tanks. So I've got Paladin, Warrior and Dark Knight now to level 60. So next I'm going to be doing the healers. Now I've chosen to do Arcanist first, which is combined Summoner and Scholar, just because you can level it as a Summoner, or you can be a healer or a DPS. You can be both in one class, which is actually really good. And one of the first things you should do, if like me you're now taking your level 50 classes up to 60, is you should do the new level 50 quest that they added at the beginning of Heavensward at the original quest givers for the job, and that will, when you finish that job, that will take you to the new areas like in Ishgard and so on to meet the new class trainer. And they did that basically as a way of confirming your activation of the expansion and getting you into the expansion areas. Simple as that. So anyway, for the Summoner quest, we are here at the Apkalu Falls in Old Gridania at 10-6, and we need to talk to Mithrie. I can't remember how you pronounce her name. And the quest is called Mithrie. Sorry, the quest is called A Fitting Tombstone. You can see the Summoner symbol on it. And Mithrie has glad tidings she would share with you. So, Mithrie, you visit me at the most opportune moment. I have tidings that you of all people should hear. After our last encounter, I presented our findings on the art of summoning to my fellow scholars. Suffice to say that the response has been enthusiastic. In addition to a flood of offers to assist with my research, I have also been promised a contribution of several rare elegant tombstones. I imagine any summoning knowledge hidden within those relics would prove a great benefit to us both. Shall we journey out to Mordona now and pay a visit to Rambros? Yep, why not? So we have to go to St. Connacht's Find. And speaking of Mordona, what you can do, if you have lots of spare poetics, it's worth actually spending it to get the 120 gear, if you're assuming you're level 50, because if you get the 120 eye level gear, it will just help you so much leveling in the expansion if you have nothing else to spend poetics on. And also as well, this sort of gear, it's not really recommended by the time you get to 55 plus, but it is actually possible, because I've done that with all three of my tank classes, to wear the same level 50 gear all the way to 60. Like, there isn't a dire need to upgrade the gear along the way. It does definitely help, but it's not required. So I could still be wearing this gear at level 60. So yeah. And then also what I've been doing as well is that any spare let me check the names. So any spare poetics, I've been upgrading my level 50 gear. Any spare esoterics, I've been upgrading some of my off-class gear and so on, now that my tanks are mostly geared as they can be, and so on. And I'm slowly collecting lore, but for me, capping the endgame is not a bigger priority right now as is leveling the actual classes. The levels, being level 60 and everything, will help way more than being capped in classes. Well, for me as a casual, it will be. It'll make me ready for the expansion. So anyway, here's Rambros. So, Mithrie, how do you fare, my friend? As ever, we here at St. Connacht's Find remain firmly entrenched in our efforts to evacuate the secrets of the Allagan Empire. The members of Noah must be armed with knowledge if they are truly to pave the way of the future. Ah, I see that you are here with the intrepid Mithrie. Might I assure you have come to collect your promised tombstones? I am most eager to sink my scholar's teeth into something new. Then allow me to feed your fervour. We have uncovered a number of relics which on cursory inspection appear to contain detailed methodology for several summoner incantations. Who better than you to decipher the mysteries? Leviathan, Ramu and Shiva, with every new primal that appears, the importance of a thorough study of summoning magics becomes ever more apparent. Speaking of those particular deities, Mithrie, I am given to understand that you have had a hand at defeating every single one of them. Your name features quite prominently in the reports we receive from the Science of the Seventh Dawn. And as you were present at each of their downfalls, it then follows that your aura was infused with the essences of those primals. Could it be possible that you now have the potential to call forth new Eggy? By the 12, of course, the most trying of the requisite conditions has already been met. All that remains is to perform the summoning rituals at the locations charged with the appropriate elemental energies. So, Master Rambrose, can I suggest any places in which the etheric balances tips heavily towards water, lightning, or ice? So, the singing shards should adequately serve your needs for lightning. The area is alive with constant discharge of crackling energy. So, the singing shards it is then. Let's perform the austerities of lightning and attempt to bring Ramu Eggy into this world. Have I been away for so long? Like I thought that there wasn't any intention of adding new Eggies for the expansion. Shows what I know. And a lot of people have been asking me about, they're still asking me every day about crafting. How do I do this? How do I do that? 2-star, 3-star, level 60. And I'm trying nicely to say, I haven't been playing. I don't know. So, yeah. Sorry, this way. But I will catch up. I am now playing Final Fantasy more and more. I'm not going to be playing it every single day because I don't want to burn out again. But I am trying to catch up. And like I said, my mindset right now is next expansion. Even if it hasn't been announced yet, even if it's more than a year away and so on. Now I'm getting ready for it. Because when the new expansion launches, I want to be like, okay, I can pick whatever class I like. Let's just do it. Rather than worrying about, oh, I haven't even leveled yet. I need to do this desperately before the expansion launches, that sort of thing. I want to be ready way in advance. Okay. Here she is. Hopefully the fate won't aggro us. So let us begin the austerities of lightning. Concentrate on shifting your etheric energies towards a desired element. I sense nothing. I do not understand. All the conditions have been fulfilled. The summoning ritual has never failed us before. Whatever could we be missing? Well, there is little point in us remaining here if Ramu Eggy will not answer your call. Shall we return to Gridania? Or maybe it was a tease. Like, you know, they said they had no intention of adding them because of class balance reasons when it comes to PvP and so on. And maybe they just gave you the impression that we would be. I don't even know. I don't know. It's very odd. But that's why we play the story. That's why we do all the class quests, so we can find out what is going on. You can guess the ending of a film, but it's better to just watch it, right? So anyway, so hopefully now when we talk to Mithrie, she will then suggest how about we do our research in like Ishgard or something and take it from there. And then obviously whoever is the new quest giver for the job in Ishgard will be the same one all the way to level 60. I just wonder what the new main place in the next expansion is going to be. Going to be the moon? Who knows? Hey Mithrie, I scoured my research notes for a hint as to why the summoning failed, but there were no revelations to be found. I am forced to conclude that the cause might lie outside our current understanding of the art. Thus shall I begin studying the tombstones we receive from Rambrose, and hope they contain some heretofore unknown wisdom. Mayhap these new Eggy require a different manner of catalyst. While I delve into this mystery, I suggest you continue practicing your art. We enter an uncharted realm of summoning, and you must be prepared, body and spirit. Okay, so it's complete. Or do we just carry on getting the quest from here? So the next summoner quest will be available from Mithrie upon level 52. The requirements for undertaking subsequent quests can be reviewed in your journal. Okay, so Okay, in the case of Summoner then, at least, we have to keep coming here. It's not the case for all classes, definitely not. Most of the classes actually send you towards Ishgard, but whatever. Summoner is here. So, anyway guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me, and goodbye from Mithrie.